Hi, I'm Derek Mooney, and in this, the first programme in the new series of Read Right Now, I'm stepping back a century here at the Country Life Museum in Turlough Park, just outside of Castlebar in County Mayo. And over the next 12 weeks, I'm really looking forward to meeting 12 very interesting people with great stories to tell about their journey into learning. We'll be looking back at some of their own achievements to date, but more than that, we'll be with them as they embark on new adventures. So what else do we have to look forward to? Each week, Laura Wood will have hints on how to improve your reading and writing, and we'll have tips on how to deal with that tricky area of spelling. It's funny, we tend to think of technology as a modern invention, and yet here I am surrounded by technology of the past. It's just that today's technology is based more on computers and electronics, and that's something we're going to cover later in the programme. But first things first, because what I've got to do now is find the very first learner for the very first programme in the brand new series of Read Right Now. His name is Tom Kelly, and he's around here somewhere, or so I've been told. Hello, Tom.
Oh, sorry, how are you?
How are you? It's lovely to meet you.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Why did you bring me here?
Because I'm interested in history.
Yeah?
And there's plenty of it here. All the old farm machineries.
And you're from this area?
No, I'm not. About the place, hopefully.
Okay, what have you got behind your back?
I've been asked to do it past me and you, and it's all very secretive.
Can I have a look?
So,
you've got two
there's one
envelopes.
for you, and there's one for me.
Are we supposed to open them now, or are we
Yes.
not? No, we're not
No,
supposed to
are
open
we
them now,
not?
so it is a big secret.
Ah.
But do you know what it is? What we're going to
No.
We'll find out later on, I suppose.
Well, unfortunately, yeah.
How are you managing with all the technology,
Very
all
good.
the screens
Yeah.
and all the interactive
These are all
stuff
very
that's in this
interesting.
museum?
Quite easy to use them anyway. You just simply press one to the other.
I'm just looking at the old moon tour there, Tom. I'd say he was a fairly intimidating character first thing in the morning.
He looks a dangerous looking man.
The guards missed out and they didn't get him.
They sure did.
But I'm looking at the faces on the kids behind him in the classroom. I mean, they look
Frightened.
terrified.
No, indeed, yeah.
I suppose that's how it was, really.
That was indeed, yeah.
I mean, it was tough, kind of regimented.
It was.
Fear of God sort of stuff,
yeah,
wasn't it,
an
in school all those
institutional
years
type thing
ago?
at that time. You know,
Yeah.
it was. You know,
It's changed a lot now,
It
though.
has, thankfully.
Does it remind you of your school days, though?
Every day I'm reminded of my school. Going
Why?
there. Because the place I work, the old Croghan School, is now the community centre, and I went to school in it.
You went to school there,
I did indeed.
and now you work there.
I did indeed. I can see where I was every day.
And does it feel odd?
It feels sometimes very eerie, yeah. This is the Croghan National School. It was built in the 30s, and this is where I went to school. I have gone full circle now. I'm a caretaker with the Jobs Initiative. This is the master's room here. Now, this is when things didn't work out that well for me. One particular day, and I was standing exactly at say where I'm standing now, and we were asked to repeat a certain phrase. I can't think of the phrase at the moment. I was using an A in front, I was saying A in front of the word, and I was asked to say it on several occasions, and they were beginning to wonder, I suppose, what was wrong. I didn't know. But a voice from somewhere behind me said, well, they knew what the problem was, that I had a speech deficiency, and that's why I was saying this word. The very fact that the whole school maybe knew left me shattered. I left school before I was 14, I was just waiting for an opportunity to get out. My reading was great, writing fairly good, and spelling not so good. I had been farming since I left school all my life, and I found that you couldn't make a living out of it. I was advised to apply for a job in the Community Employment Scheme. From that, I returned to learning, the Adult Centre in Tullamore, which I found very, very good. I can spell a lot better, and that is a great help to me. It has helped me great. When I went back, I'd opened up a brand new life nearly. We were told about the Offaly Historical Society, how to research in the library, how to do the microfilm, how to go through newspapers. I was always interested in local history because this part of Croghan and all over Croghan here is steeped in history. This is the site of Macaulay's church. Not much is known about Macaulay, and he put the veil on St. Bridget here, which became a nun. is when once you start, if something gets in you, it's a fantastic experience. And every day you find something new. One of the things that I learned was how to clean a headstone with a piece of grass. You get it and you rub it from side to side. And as you can see, this writing is coming out. We're at St Patrick's Well at the foot of Cron Hill. A legend has it that St Patrick was supposed to jump his horse from halfway up the hill, landed down here. And that stone down there is supposed to be where his horse knelt down and drank the water. In the Learning Centre there was a summer school, and one of them was photography. When you're involved in history, there's always a tour, especially when you're going to any historical spot you need to take a photograph, and I couldn't. So I took an interest in photography, and I enjoy photography very much. It is a record of where you go that day, whatever you visit. Now, when I take some photographs, I need to, for my own record, I need to write in here what I've photographed, and this is some photographs I've taken at St Patrick's Well, writing on the wall. So I'm just going to put writing on the wall, and it's W-R-I-T-E-I-N-G. Now, there's something not right about that spelling, and these words always give me a spot of bother.
Every week in this programme, we're going to bring you a different spelling tip. And this week's spelling tip is about adding ing to the ends of words ending in E. But we'll get to those in a moment. First, have a look at these words: learning, walking and reading. You can see that all of them end in the three letters ing. Let's see what's left if we take away this ending. We're left with the words learn, walk and read. Learn, walk and read are what we call root words, which simply means that we can add different endings to them to make new words. ing, which makes the sound ing, is just one of the endings we can add onto a root word. If we take those root words again and put the ending back on, we get the new words learning, walking and reading. But not all root words behave the same way. Let's have a look now at a few words ending in E. Write, drive and take. Now let's try add ing onto the end. Something's not quite right there. That's because we need to take away that E. That's better. Now we have the new words writing, driving and taking. If you want a few more examples, here's type, typing, move, moving and tire, tiring. The important thing to remember is that in general, when words end in E, we need to drop that E before adding a word ending like ing.
Now, Tom, this will bring back memories for you, I'm sure.
I do indeed.
The old telephone exchange.
Yeah, that was the one. That was operator assisted. The local post office put you through for your call.
So you'd go into your local post office.
Yeah. And they put you through.
Ask them, would they get you a phone number?
A phone number? Yeah, they done that.
Sat there and they plugged it all up and...
They did.
Right. But it's amazing how, I mean, that would have been the modern technology of its day.
Indeed, it is.
And how we've moved on when you think of something as small as this that I can carry around in my pocket. I mean, you would have been looking at it around in your back. You'd have it back. Anyway, I want to show you something because this is what you're going to need for this series of Read Right Now. You're going to need access to a telephone, okay? It's a free phone number you got to call. It's 1-800 20 20 65. And if you call that number, the lines are open right now. We will send you out a copy of the free Read Right Now workbook. And to get the most out of the series, you're going to need that workbook. The number again, 1-800 20 20 65. It's a free phone number. You tell them what it is, Tom.
1-800 20 20 65.
20 20 65. Lines are open right now, so feel free to give us a call. Okay, let's go on, Tom.
And a phone was just what Tom needed to prepare to go to the museum. He had to learn how to use a mobile phone so that he could phone the museum for information on just what his trip would involve. He enlisted the help of his tutor, Margaret Keeley, to do some research.
I want to find out some information about a mobile phone. I've never worked one.
Right, well I have a demo here, Tom, and I can actually show you how to use one.
Gorgeous. See?
Right, this is your main phone, right? It has a lot of functions on it, but you want mainly to make calls and receive calls.
Receive and make calls,
right, you have your buttons here with your numbers on it. That's your green button to make a call, and that's your red button to end a call. What we normally tell the customers is green to go and red to stop, like the traffic lights.
Traffic lights, yeah.
First of all, you enter in the number that you need to dial, and you press the green one to make a call. And when you're finished with your conversation, the
Press the
red
red
one
one.
to end.
Yeah.
Now we do have a display over there of the
Yeah,
phones. Would you like to have
I
a
would
look
indeed,
now?
yeah. I'm on a phone that number.
Right.
I've never made a call on a mobile phone, and I wonder could you help me?
No problem, Tom.
Having learnt the basics, Tom successfully phoned the museum. They suggested that he go on the internet and look at their website, where he might find a hint of what lay ahead.
Bye Bernie, I'll be talking to you on Thursday. Okay? Thanks, Olive, that's a very good phone.
No,
I
just
would
to
like-
end that now, Tom, just press
I
the
would
red
like one of
button
them.
there.
So Tom, what do you think of the mobile phone?
Great.
And do you think you'll use one now?
I think I will. I
and
never
you were
used
able
one.
to manage
Oh yeah, I
to
never used
contact
one
the
before.
lady in
But, yeah.
Castle Bar.
Yeah.
What did she tell you?
Then Castle Bar told me to, I find out what I was doing Thursday by going to the internet and the National Museum on the internet.
The National
So how are we going to do that?
How are we going to do that? Well, you are a member of the library.
I am indeed,
The
yeah.
library has access to the internet,
Yeah,
which we can arrange.
yeah.
So will that do?
And you would have a trip to the library?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Whether buying a mobile phone or computer or anything else, it's helpful to learn the skill of picking the important information out of an ad. In this week's reading tip, we're looking at the very useful technique of scanning. It's nothing new, it's something we use all the time. Like when we're looking for the time of the next bus or even the road sign for Cork. But it's well worth being aware of when you're faced with a lot of information. To show you what I mean by scanning, let's try something. Let's say you're thinking of buying a computer. Which of these ads would be of interest? This one, of course. Now, how do we manage to pick out the right ad so quickly? Obviously, we didn't sit down and start reading through the ads one by one and word by word. We just took a quick look for something connected with computers, like a picture or a word. So now that we've picked out the ad we're interested in, let's say we want to check the price of the computer. And there it is, €699. Again, we scan the ad for specific information, moving our eyes across the page until we found the euro symbol and not bothering to stop at any irrelevant information. The important thing about scanning is to remember not to try to read everything, to look for only the information you need, and not to get bogged down in the small print.
Read right now.